I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Shock and dismay. Those two words were being used to describe the reaction of the congregation at the Landfield Avenue Synagogue in Monticello, where someone made off with a valuable Torah after breaking into the building late Friday night or early Saturday morning. The intruders forced their way in after pulling out a window near the main sanctuary.
The police found scuff marks below the window, so they were assuming that's how they came in.
A back exit door was also ripped off its frame and office doors forced open. The stolen Torah has a monetary value of at least $35,000, but the synagogue president says the financial value isn't the issue.
The Torah, it's irreplaceable. We hope to get that back. It was donated by one of our senior congregants. His family is just dumbstruck. To get it back would be, well, to us we'd call it a mitzvah. Hopefully that when they try to pawn this, sell it, someone responsible is going to say, where did you get this, and look for documentation, and hopefully someone's going to turn it in. That's all we can hope for.
Police were hoping fingerprints left at the scene might lead them to those responsible. Monticello Police Chief Doug Solomon says the circumstances are puzzling.
There was a lot of items that had been left behind that were of value. Computer equipment, flat screens, etc. Items that could be easily fenced. However, the Torah can't be easily disposed of because it's such a narrow community that we're dealing with here. So we're not really sure whether this item is being held as ransom, so to speak, or they're going to try to resell it at some point. We notified the authorities down in Brooklyn, the Jewish community there, to keep an eye open for this, and in communicating with them, they re-emphasized the fact that disposing of an item such as this would be extremely difficult.
Some in the synagogue say the theft may have been perpetrated by someone who's aware of the Torah's significance. Monticello police say anyone with information is urged to call their tips line at 845-791-TIPS. Jury selection began this morning in Orange County Court for the trial of Newburgh resident Cory Byrd. The man charged with second-degree murder, manslaughter, and tampering with evidence for the fatal beating of 4-year-old Mark Buchal back in December of 2009. Byrd had been left to babysit the child. The body was discovered inside a duffel bag amid some debris in a vacant lot in the city of Newburgh in March of 2010. Byrd's attorney has said there would be difficulty in picking a jury because of publicity surrounding the case. Byrd could face a sentence of life in prison if the jury convicts him of the murder charge. The man accused of attacking and critically injuring an elderly Middletown woman last October in her 5th Street home has been indicted by an Orange County grand jury. 43-year-old Robert Seeley of Circleville, who'd been on parole for a burglary conviction, was indicted on charges that include attempted murder, robbery, and assault. Seeley was captured following the incident in the town of Crawford. He's being held on $250,000 bail. It doesn't figure to be your routine first meeting of the year for the Newburgh Town Board this evening. Members of an organization called Families for a Better Middle Hope and Town of Newburgh will picket outside Town Hall prior to the meeting. They'll be protesting the plans of the Fantasy Island Strip Club to expand their adult entertainment business at their existing site off Route 9W. Protesters say they'll try to speak at the meeting in opposition. They want Town of Newburgh officials to adopt a stricter zoning law that would prevent strip clubs from operating near schools, daycare centers, and residential areas. Wind gusts fanned the flames of a fire that left a house a total loss earlier today in the town of Liberty. The blaze ripped through the single-family ranch house at 54 Dowdy Road off Cooley Road. No one was home at the time, and none of the 35 or so firefighters on the scene were injured. Liberty Fire Chief Corky Chanoff says the cause of the blaze is under investigation. Initial word is the fire started in the part of the house where a wood stove was located. And the changing of the guard is officially complete in the cities of Kingston and Newburgh, where new mayors took office during swearing-in ceremonies New Year's Day.
The Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of New York.
And the Constitution of the State of New York.
In Kingston, a City Hall standing room only crowd watched as Shane Gallo took the oath of office. Gallo, who has replaced James Sotile, said those in his city need to unite to deal with quality of life issues. Shane's younger brother, T.R. Gallo, had served as mayor prior to suffering a fatal heart attack in 2002.
And we start focusing on how to create win-win solutions. Win-win.
In Newburgh, new Mayor Judy Kennedy told her supporters that it's time to stop talking and start doing. In a speech following her oath of office ceremony, Kennedy said community action teams would be formed to tackle important city issues, including the revitalization of Broadway and programs impacting city youth and senior citizens. There should be no snow accumulation to be concerned about the rest of this week and into the weekend. But tonight, Tuesday night, will feature bitter wind chills and single-digit temperatures in many parts of our region. Wednesday will be partly cloudy and cold, with temperatures not expected to get any higher than 30 degrees. Thursday will be partly sunny and not quite as cold, with the highs up around 40. Keep checking back here at Record Online for breaking news anywhere it happens, and read all the stories and features important to you in tomorrow's Times Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.